Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have a list of top 10 anime where the hero fights to protect the girl then wins her love. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you are new, please subscribe to our channel. So without any further delay, let's begin. Number 10. A good librarian like a good shepherd. While engrossed in a book inside the school's renowned Great Library, Kodoro Keiki, a second-year student and the library club's de facto president, receives an email from the shepherd foretelling an event that will change his fate. Worried by the message, Kotoru rushes over to a nearby train station and encounters fellow student Sugumi Shiresaki, whom he saves from being hit by a drilling train. Grateful for his heroic action, Sugumi joins the library club and invites Kotoru to participate in her mysterious Shinomi Happy project. Together with other new members of the club, they strive to make the academy a better place and uncover the identity of the enigmatic shepherd. Number 9. Sky Wizards Academy. Years ago, humanity almost got wiped out by huge magical armored insects that had become too strong and aggressive to handle. Because of these giant bugs, humans do not live on the earth anymore, but in floating cities instead. However, this does not mean that everything is lost, because the wizards from prestigious floating wizard academies are fighting these monsters. Kanata is a young man now labeled as a traitor, even though he was once praised as the Black Master Swordsman. He gets a chance to repair his reputation by instructing the team E601, which seems to be facing some difficulties. It consists of 3 girls, each with problems of their own. It appears that Kanata will get in deep waters more than once because of them. Number 8. Mythical Detective Loki Ragnarok. Loki, the Norse god of mischief, has been exiled to the human world for what was apparent as a bad joke. Along with being exiled, he is forced to take the form of child. He is told the only way he can get back to the world of the gods is if he can collect auras of evil that take over human hearts, and so to do this, he runs a detective agency. Loki is soon joined by a human girl named Mayura, who is a maniac for mysteries, and she is soon helped out in her own way. However, soon other Norse gods begin to appear, and most have the intent to assassinate Loki for reasons unclear. Number 7. Record of LODOSS War. Created from the aftermath of the last great battle of the gods, LODOSS and its kingdoms have been plagued by war for thousands of years. As a quiet peace and unity finally become foreseeable over the land, an unknown evil begins to stir. An ancient witch has awakened, bent on preserving the island of LODOSS by creating political unbalance throughout the many kingdoms and keeping anyone from maintaining central control. Only a mixed-race party of 6 young champions led by the young warrior Parn stand between this new threat and LODOSS' descent back into the darkness of war and destruction. Number 6. The Sacred Blacksmith. 44 years ago, a great war known as the Well-Banal War ravaged the land. One of the war's most dangerous weapons was the demon contract, where humans sacrificed their bodies to become powerful demons. Realizing the damage the contracts have caused the land, the surviving nations made peace and banned the use of the demon contracts. Cecily Campbell is a third-generation knight from Houseman, one of the cities of the Independent Trade Cities, a democratic federation of cities. As her grandfather was one of the founders of the Independent Trade Cities, she is proud of her heritage and wishes to protect her city as a knight, like her father and grandfather before her. One day, she fights a mad veteran of the war causing trouble in the market, and inexperienced and outmatched faces defeat. But she is saved by a mysterious blacksmith named Luke Ainsworth. Cecily is impressed by Luke's katana, a weapon she has never seen before, and asks him to make one for her. Her involvement with Luke will bring her to an adventure she never expected. Number 5. Earl and Fairy. In the 19th century, we find Lydia Carlton living in Scotland, making a living as a fairy doctor. She is one of those rare humans who can see and communicate with fairies, but no one believes her. However, Edgar is in need of someone with a vast knowledge of fairy lore, and Lydia is just that person. After rescuing her, he becomes her employer, but there are many secrets and emotions that seem to follow Edgar, who claims to be the Blue Knight's Earl. Number 4. Eureka 7. Renton Thurston is a 14-year-old boy who lives with his mechanic grandfather in a backwater town. Every day he dreamed of being with the mercenary light finding operation LFO aircraft pilot group Gecko State and riding trapper particle waves, a sport called reffing, with their charismatic leader Holland, especially when faced with his father's acclaimed past of his grandfather's desire to protect him. When a young girl named Eureka riding the original LFO, the Nirvash Type 0, asks his grandfather for a tune-up, she inadvertently brings the attention of the military to the garage. As a result, the garage is destroyed and Benton is forced to deliver a new type of interface, the emitter drive, to the Nirvash. After a heated fight in which the Nirvash destroys the military LFOs by unleashing an immense amount of power, Renton is invited into Gecko State. However, he quickly realizes that behind the facade of a traveling group of mercenaries is a very bitter reality. Number 3. Lance and Masks. Yotaro is a descendant of the Knights of the World. With the Knight's code of chivalry hammered into him since childhood, Yotaro cannot stop himself from saving damsels in distress. He wears a mask and is known on the street as Knight Lancer, but he has always kept his identity in secret. While on an outing, Yotaro saves a 6-year-old girl, the only child of a powerful business tycoon. When Yotaro discovers that girl leads a lonely life in a huge state, he resolves to protect her. He and his friends disguise themselves as lodgers and move into her mansion. Number 2. Devil's Line. Vampires walk among society existing as part of its underbelly. They do not require blood to survive, but extreme emotions can immensely increase their bloodlust, turning them into uncontrollable monsters. Tsukasa, a 22-year-old university student, learns of the existence of vampires when her longtime friend reveals himself to be one of them after a tense confrontation with Yuki Anze, a human and vampire hybrid. Her friend is arrested and Tsukasa soon finds herself drawn to Anze, who reluctantly reciprocates her feelings. However, this unconventional romance may prove too difficult to maintain as Anze struggles to contain the part of him that wishes to devour Tsukasa. Number 1. Record of GRANCREST War. In the Atlantic continent, demons from another dimension called Chaos invaded, which the nobility fought back using crests, which gave them superhuman powers. However, rather than join forces to end chaos, the nobles instead fought each other to gain more crest, powers, and lands. The story focuses on Seluka Melitz, a young mage who scorns the feuding lords for abandoning their people, and Theo, wandering knights and crest holder who is trying to liberate his hometown from its tyrant lord. Joining forces, Seluka, Theo, and their allies fight together to end the wars between the nobility and end chaos. That's it for today's video. I hope you like it, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, remember to hit the notification button for any more upcoming videos.